Hello, hello. Welcome back to another podcast episode. I'm here with Gina.
And I'm here with Tiffany. Hola,
Yes.
buenos dias.
And this is a Simplemente Poderosas podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So our last podcast episode, I
Yes.
talked a lot.
Yeah, which is
and
fine.
I was very open and honest, so please don't be harsh with me.
It's all good.
Yeah. So that was really interesting. But I would want to know more about you, Miss Gina. What
me.
did you do on one of these crazy weekends that you want to share so that I'm not talking so much?
Oh my gosh. You're funny. The last podcast was really interesting, and I'm glad that you just piggybacking. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you've been able to kind of just go through that and make sure you're good on that. But
Yeah.
life is hard, and I'm glad you got it out there.
Yes, I needed to.
Yeah.
I need to get it out my chest. Sometimes that's all you need is just
Yeah.
to talk things through and just like get it out. That's what I realized too, that I was like, okay, why do some people hold things in, and then like why is talk therapy so good? And it's because of that. It's actually you releasing a lot of that
Right.
emotion or whatever's been stored up. It's actually very helpful. I
It
don't think
is.
people realize how helpful it is.
So you guys get a free session of psychotherapy here
Yeah.
with us and all the trauma dumping. And then we said that this was going to be something like this. So
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, because
Welcome,
not
welcome.
not every day, like we mentioned the last one, not every day is going to be amazing. Not every experience is
Right.
going to be like top notch,
Right.
It's not what we post on Instagram, this like one little moment of
Yes.
like pure bliss,
Oh, yay. We're so happy.
Yeah,
In
so-
reality, we're not.
We
But-
want to be honest about that.
Absolutely.
But I think you told me that you had a really great time.
I did.
Yeah, what did you do?
I went out for karaoke.
Nice. You hit that note real good.
Oh my gosh. I had a blast.
Yeah?
Yes. It was very, very interesting.
Okay.
I love to sing, even though I have no
Really?
business.
I didn't
do.
know that.
Yeah. No business singing. Like,
Uh-huh.
I should not be singing.
Okay.
But in the shower and when I'm driving, I swear to God, I'm Adele.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
girl, I need to hear some more of this.
I know, right? But yeah, we went out for karaoke night, and it was a great group, and people that I didn't know. I knew one of the couples that was there, but it was interesting because it's so out of my comfort zone in a way.
Okay.
Even though I'm like outgoing and stuff, when
Uh-huh.
it's a group that I don't know,
Oh.
I'm
Mhm.
just like, oh boy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I ended up singing.
Yeah.
We ended up singing a lot.
Okay.
We sang a lot, and it was
that
like,
sounds
yeah.
like fun.
I know. I think we should do it.
What was
one
your
day.
favorite song? Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you want to do it, okay, I got too excited. Hold on. There is this little karaoke place here by my house.
Really?
That I went to for my best friend's birthday last year.
Uh-huh.
It is so much fun, and you can have your own private room. It's
Yeah.
massive,
Yeah.
but they let you bring your own drinks.
Really?
Yes, girl.
Oh,
We
no.
got to do it.
Oh my gosh. So I went to. Oops, I got excited now. I went to the one. I'm going to say the name in case you guys are in Fullerton, but I
Yeah.
believe it's called Cielo something. Just Google it up. Really cute, very nice. I think it just opened up about 3 or 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
But they also have like the rooms and stuff, and every single room has a theme.
Oh.
So it happened to be, which is so weird.
Uh-huh.
And I believe in stuff like this, and I'm weird like this.
Mhm.
But I have a necklace that's in Arabic
Uh-huh.
that
I always wondered what that said.
So it says chingona.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes, I got it as a gift for, my survival and stuff like that from cancer.
I love that.
So I always said I know.
That's so cute.
I know. No, don't cry. Her eyes are tearing up. I know. So it's always it was a nice gesture, and so ever since then I've always said I'm chingona
Yeah.
because it's hard.
Yes.
So in the room that we were there, Tiffany, your
What?
eyes are gonna make me cry.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
In-
very sensitive.
I know. In the room that we were in,
Uh-huh.
it was huge neon sign that said chingona, and I
Shut
looked
the
and I was
heck
like,
up.
what the hell?
I love those kind of signs.
I know. And I sat there for a moment and I was just like, wow. And I turned over and I said, hey, did you see this?
Yeah.
And I grabbed my necklace, and I have a
Oh.
tendency of just like rubbing the
Yeah,
necklace.
yeah.
I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
But every time, I'll tell you one thing, every time I'm struggling with something or I'm having like a bad moment,
Mm-hmm.
I do that to my necklace and the neck part.
I have noticed that, but I didn't know it was like a
Yeah,
thing.
and it's just like it just kind of gives me like it boosts me up to tell me like fuck, you've been through a lot. Like come on,
Yeah.
girl,
So
get
is
it
that why
together.
you sang your heart out that night?
Oh my gosh, it must have been that, or I don't know, or maybe the one drink or the two drinks that I had.
The 2, 3, or 4, or 5?
No, it was just two.
Okay.
So I'm a responsible drinker, and
Good for you.
we even took Uber and everything.
Okay.
So
she's grown
I
and
know,
mature
yeah.
and
So,
responsible.
yeah, our group of friends are very responsible.
Yeah.
So anyways, but yeah, we ended up doing so much on the karaoke,
Uh-huh.
and we had a blast. Like I had a
Aw.
blast, and my first song was, ooh, am I gonna be able to say that because
Yeah, you can say
copyrights
it.
and stuff?
You can say
we're
it.
gonna be we're
Yeah.
not gonna be infringed and stuff.
I don't think no. As long as we don't play the song, we should be fine.
Okay. So my very first song, which sorry, and don't hate me, I'm not a big fan of Vicente Fernandez.
Okay.
Never have.
Uh-huh.
But there's some songs that hit you, but it was Acá Entre Nos. And that was like that was my opening song.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah. Can I sing a piece?
Yeah.
Oh my
girl,
God.
if you want to sing it, girl, ahead.
So it was
please.
like, Acá Entre Nos, quiero que sepas la verdad.
Oh.
So I was like feeling it, and I sang my little heart.
Oh.
And I was just like,
Quiero que sepas la verdad.
I know, yeah.
La verdad de qué?
I know.
Tell me, please.
And then my friend's friend, she made a comment. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm impressed. Like one drink down and she's singing like this, Not that I have a voice or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really, really, really fun. Okay. So we ended up singing that. And then towards the end, I started singing Busted Out Adele.
Uh-huh.
I was completely off key and stuff like that, which, again, I don't sing.
Yeah.
But it was very, very fun.
I'm reading the lyrics.
Oh boy, I knew she was doing something with that. I think it's Acá Entre Nos. Quiero que sepas la verdad. No te he dejado de querer aquí en mi triste soledad.
Ay,
Me han dado ganas de salir or something like that. Ir a preguntar.
Aww.
But yeah.
That's so cute.
That was very interesting. We had fun. And of course, I love to dance.
So you were dancing too?
Oh yeah.
Holy moly, I need to go party with you.
Oh my gosh. As old as we are,
yeah,
we can still party, but we're hurting the next day.
Oh.
So we ended up dancing, and we danced from cumbia, norteño. So yeah, it was really cool.
That sounds like a good time.
I know, it was really good. And we, just drank 1, 2. Everybody else was kind of sober.
How fun.
So yeah.
I love karaoke.
So there is a true, when people say you can have fun with alcohol, absolutely. It's the friends and the people that you hang around that make it for you.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I used to be terrified of singing in public.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, so only maybe like, that was actually the first time that I was like, I didn't give a shit. Like I was just singing my heart out. I loved it. And now I love it.
Yeah.
Because I just got to a point where I'm like, I just don't care what people think about me. I don't care. I don't sing well. I don't give it. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
It is fun. So if anybody out there is wondering, you guys should have a karaoke night. Yeah. It's the funnest thing.
I love it.
It is so fun. So
we started trying to like, we were playing the more recent like rap songs these
days,
or like the wannabe like hip hop and rap or whatever. Dude, you can't even figure out the lyrics.
Oh, you can't.
It was so bad, and we were just laughing and laughing because it's just like you're trying to, you just can't do it. It's funny.
There's a song, Rihanna sings a song, and I think it's like, I looked up the lyrics, the beginning of it, because I couldn't understand what the guy was saying. And he says, mutter on the beat. Ho, I was good on my own. You know that? And I'm like, mutter? What? Like mutter?
I didn't even know that's what it said.
Yes, it's mustard.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. I was like, isn't it mustard on the beat?
Yeah. And when he says that, he pronounced it, it's like mutter on the beat. Ho. And I'm like, wait, what? So I finally Googled it, and I was like, oh, mustard on the beat. Like, what the hell? There's no way I would freaking.
That is so funny.
So, there's another song. We found this out not too long ago and we were cracking up, but I think it's a song like Sufre mamón, devuélveme a mi chica.
I don't know that one.
But it's like, I thought it said like, le voy a quemar, or le voy a quemar sometime. And we thought it was saying tercer, like the car. I think it says Jersey or something.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, wait, what?
I mix up lyrics all the time.
Oh, so do I. I make up my own songs.
You know that song, I think it's Body is a Wonderland by, what's his name?
I don't know his name.
Shoot. What's his name? John Mayer.
Oh.
And I always thought when he says she loves, I used to think he said she loves Cheez-Its and crackers too. But he says she loves Jesus and I forgot what else too. I was just like, oh shoot, I didn't know it was Jesus. I thought it was Cheez-Its.
Sorry, Diosito. I was confusing you with
Cheez-Its. Yeah, I love Cheez-Its.
You're like, I'm hungry today, Diosito. Perdón.
I know. Sorry, not
sorry. Repent
sorry.
yourself.
Hey, I mean, it's not the best song either. So
yeah.
He's the one that needs to repent, John Mayer.
If you're hearing this one day, you better.
I'm just kidding. We love you.
Oh my gosh. There's a song that I started listening to and I love it so much. And it's so old, but Johnny Cash. Oh my gosh.
Johnny Cash.
Dun, 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 dun. It was playing for the Super Bowl.
I'm not too familiar with his songs.
But it's like a Jesus song too.
Oh, okay.
And
I love Jesus music.
But it's really good. If anybody has the chance to listen to it, you totally should listen to it. I'm gonna try to pull it up and give you guys the title. But it's really it's a really nice song.
Oh, okay.
But going on a funny note, when I was going through my separation, there was a church song that I used to, when we used to go to church, and I used to cry a lot to it. And
what is it called?
I don't know the name.
Here I am, I'm like, tell me all the names.
Of course, I'm horrible with names. Yeah, you want to cry today.
I'm just kidding.
But it's like, entre tus manos está mi vida, Señor. So I used to sing that, and my mom was like, Gina,
let me see.
Apaga esa canción.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's only played in funerals and stuff.
Oh, shoot. No way. No wonder I've never heard it.
So my mom would have a shit attack every time I played it.
Let me see. Let's just play it for you and I, because I want to hear it. Hold on. Because
okay.
I need to know what it sounds like. Is it this one?
Yeah, but I have it in a different way, in a different version.
Yeah, this is old school.
That one.
Aww. Oh, that sounds sad.
Oh, I know.
That sounds really old school.
Yeah, it's super old.
Oh shoot.
It's a hymn for the Catholic Church.
Oh, okay.
But my mom fucking hates it when I play that song.
Really?
She's like, that's only played in funerals.
Aw.
So
that's sad. It's probably traumatizing for her.
I know. So, my mom hates that song because it's really sad, and apparently it's saying it I guess it gets sang during funerals. So every time I put it on, she's like, Gina, apaga esa canción.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. But for some reason, I'm so attracted to sad songs.
Really?
All the time. And like the powerful ones, the ones that get to your heart.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh.
I have a lot of those.
Yeah.
But honestly, when it comes to like worship music, Christian music, and like anything that is like worshiping God, I'm a cry baby.
Are you?
I don't know what it is. I tried to look it up when I was younger, and it said something about like your soul is just so tender, and like I think because you've also been through so much that when you like open up your heart and you worship the Lord, it's just like He's also like instilling that love as well. It's just like I cry, Gina. Like if I'm at church, I hate and that's why I don't really even try to go anymore because I hate crying because it's like physically painful for me. My eyes get really red. The next day they'll burn the whole day, and they get really swollen, and like I get a headache.
Oh yeah.
Even my face and my jaw will kind of hurt a little bit if I cry too hard.
Wow.
Like actual physically like sobbing. But if I'm at church, I will cry to certain songs because they just hit me so hard. I've
Well,
always been a crybaby with church.
really?
Yes.
I didn't know
It's
that.
a really soft spot for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And in our church, we're Catholic, so we really don't get a lot of different music.
Hmm.
I mean, our songs have been passed on generations to generations to,
Yeah.
from the Catholic Church. So we don't get cool music.
I'm going to send you an album
Okay.
that all of these old hymns, they're like Christian old hymns.
Mm-hmm.
These are my life's favorite hymns. Like you will
Really?
get to get a glimpse into my little heart because
Okay. Okay.
they're just like these old school hymns that like even growing up they would sing them in Spanish or they'd sing them in
Really?
English, so it's like they were always translated,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they're just so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, send them to me.
It's by one of like the pastor I used to have. His name is Jensen Franklin. He actually
Okay.
has a lot of books too, so if you want to
Really?
read his books, they're really good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a really great pastor.
Nice. Well, the song that I was telling you about, Johnny Cash,
Mm-hmm.
it's called Personal Jesus. And that's
Oh,
the one that's
yeah,
like
I've
your
actually heard that one. Yeah,
own personal Jesus. I don't know, for some reason that song just like hits me and it's like,
that song
"Oh
is
my gosh."
famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then the other ones that I like, Christmas time. Con mi burrito
Oh
sabanero
yeah, I
voy
love that one.
camino de Belén. Oh my gosh, those are like the
Yeah.
bombs.
Tuki tuki
Tuki
tuki
tuki,
tuki.
tuki 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 da, mi burrito sabanero. Da, 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 da. Oh my
Oh, we're
gosh.
about to have a recording session here.
I know, right?
I love that song.
Yeah,
I love that song.
yeah. So those are good memories.
I love Christmas.
I know.
I can't
You
wait
know
for
what?
Christmas.
You know what? Good thing that you said that. I loved it growing up.
Hmm.
Loved it, loved it, loved it because our family would get together.
Yeah.
And then people, obviously we start growing. Everybody starts growing apart. Everybody gets married. That kind of stops.
Hmm.
And for after my separation, I freaking hated Christmas. Like I didn't want to put a tree up.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it kind of kicked back again a couple years ago, 2 years ago, that it was like, okay, let's do Christmas again. So now it's like a full blown thing at home.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
love Christmas. You weren't here, huh?
No.
When Christmas time? I'll show you a quick picture. So cute. Let me see if I find it. Hold on. I should have hearted it. Oh, okay. Look at little Bailey here.
Oh my goodness.
I had a
Oh,
cute
that
little
is so
tree.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Aw.
So I had I'll find other ones later, but I had like in the middle I had strung up some stuff. I had some down there. So it's like all decked out. It was really
Yeah.
cute. I had pillows and Bailey would always try to steal them. But yeah.
Well, for those who hate Christmas, we have 9 months to go.
Yeah, right? But you know what I think it is like I read somewhere that it was like you don't realize until you're older
Yes.
that it was your parents that really created that magic for you
Absolutely.
as a kid.
Absolutely.
And so then it's your responsibility to do that for your kids. So
Yes.
I'm like, I don't have kids, so I did it for myself and I did it for my dog. And she doesn't freaking know what's
She
going
doesn't
on,
know.
but she had her little outfits and stuff.
Aww.
And yeah, so I did it for myself and I just had it fully decked out and it just felt cozy,
Yeah.
It felt like Christmas.
Yeah, the girls love it. Like, I'm so glad that, after that, because it's a lot to take in after a divorce and stuff. You go from having a whole family to having, not being a family of 4 all of a sudden, and you're just with the girls and stuff.
Yeah.
And it changes things because, the day after we celebrate Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Well, my parents do. I celebrate Christmas Day. But getting adjusted to, their dad taking them and stuff for that day and not having them, I mean, it was hard.
Really?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about that. So,
Okay.
So,
Okay.
anyways, going
Well-
back to music. Yes.
Well, the music thing, I sent you a song right now from
Uh-huh.
that guy. I want you to hear this song.
Okay.
It's called Through It All.
Okay.
This one makes me cry like a baby. I'll read some of the lyrics too,
Okay.
because I think you'll love it.
Okay.
It says, I've had many tears and sorrows. I've had questions for tomorrow. There have been times I didn't know right from wrong, but in every
Oof.
situation, God gave blessed consolation. That my
Mm.
trials only come to make me strong. I've been a lot of places, and I've seen so many faces. But there's been times I felt all alone. But in that lonely hour, in that precious lonely hour, Jesus let me know I was his own. And then it says, through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon his word. So I thank God for the mountains, and I thank him for the valleys. I thank him for the storms he's brought me through. Because if I never had a problem, I wouldn't know that he could solve them.
Wow.
I wouldn't know that what faith in his word could do through it all, through it all. So it just keeps going on. It's one of my all-time favorite hymns. It's
Wow.
beautiful. It's the one that I listen to when I'm like, I need a little comfort.
Aw.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
I love
good.
music.
I love it too.
Here's another thing. Going through the divorce, music, there's something about music that heals you in a way.
Yeah.
And that, I'm going to say that got me through a lot of my hard times through the divorce. And it was like, I would turn to music. Like you turn to books a lot. I turn to music. Like
You know
music
what's
got me through.
weird is that when I went through my tough time, finding out about my parents' situation, I couldn't listen to music. I couldn't. I didn't want to.
Really?
I would try and it wouldn't work. Even on my rides home, silence.
Really?
Complete silence.
Wow.
Yeah, it was rough.
Oh
So
my
it's only
gosh.
been like within the last I think maybe like 2 years that I started like really getting back into music and like just like
Really?
playing stuff. Even in the car, I'll play like it's normal now, but
Right.
back then I couldn't.
Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't want to hear anything.
And me, complete opposite. Like I wanted to just hear music. I would literally sleep with an AirPod on and just
Oh,
hear music and play and play and play. Get up, go to work, play music. And I'm not like that silent person that drives in the car and just has to have the music really low. No,
yeah.
I'm like boom, 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 boom. I want you to feel it.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're funny.
So it's like, oh no. And then everybody's like, oh, here she comes. I can hear the music already.
Yeah.
But it's like something about it that just like, to me, that's everything.
That's
So
awesome.
I love having music. And I grew up with music. Like my dad, he used to listen to, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And because it's like a lot of my music is kind of old. But he, and we listened to Bob Marley, y La Sonora Dinamita, and all that stuff. And I was like, I
Yeah.
have such just memories of growing up
Yeah.
that it was like all those songs.
I love cumbias.
Oh my, so do I.
That's my weakness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And even growing up, I remember this, and I've been wanting to talk about this. Like we used to go to the parties, and it was like we had no business singing these songs. Like No te metas con mi cucu.
No te metas
Con mi
con mi
cucu, cucu. Woo. And you sit there, you're singing this song, and it literally wasn't until you get older that it's like, oh my gosh, no te metas con mi cucu. Like, why are we singing
I
these
had
songs?
no idea. Okay, wait. Have you heard? Do you know? I think it's is it Anicieto? Anicieto Molina?
Oh yeah, Anicieto
Yeah, there's
Morales.
one that I like. I think it's called El Peluquero. Have you heard
Oh
it?
yeah. Hello. Why were we singing this stuff?
Arriba y
Abajo.
abajo.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a party here. What about Los Ángeles Azules? Suelta el listón de tu pelo.
I love that song.
Oh my gosh, it's like, hello.
I know. I was like, how old was I when I started listening to Los Ángeles Azules? I think I was probably like 12.
Yeah.
When I really like was singing the lyrics and stuff, and then I didn't know until I was a little older that I was like, oh,
we shouldn't have been singing that.
Yeah.
Or, El baile del perro. Que le baile el no. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I remember dancing to that song.
Hey, what is that one song, the Venado song?
Oh, El
What does that
Venado.
mean?
The cheating.
Is it really?
Ajá.
I've never
Y
looked
que no
into
me
it.
digan en la esquina, el venado, el venado.
I
Eso
didn't
a
know
mí me
that.
mortifica. Yeah.
Oh shoot, my mom used to make me dance to that as a kid. Like she would move
And
my
you're like,
hips and yeah, I'd be like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here going like, oh my gosh. There was one post that I made, I think last year. Sophia Googled up a song that I used to listen to, and she had no clue. Like,
Oh, shoot.
she had no clue whatsoever. And I think I was like in 7th or 8th grade. And I think the group was called Moken Stuff or something, or Moken Stuff. I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
But it was like, he's mine, you might have had him once, but I have him all the time.
Oh shoot.
So she sends me a text. She's like, Mom, I think you should really listen to the song. I can see you liking this song.
Oh.
I start playing it and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I have to, maybe we'll put I'll put the picture on our Instagram.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh no, you need to stop listening to this stuff. You shouldn't be listening to this. She's like, why, Mom? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this song, but yes, please do not listen to it. Yes.
It's not for you.
There's no reason you should know about this song. But yeah, I was like, why were we listening to that? Or LL Cool J, the one with like, oh my gosh, what is it called?
Which one?
Is it doing it and doing it and doing it well, doing it and
I
doing
don't
it?
know.
Oh my gosh,
I don't
very
remember.
sexual.
Yeah. Well, all these songs are
Yeah.
sexual.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there's no reason we should have listened to this.
Mhm.
Now as an adult, I'm like, oh.
I know. That's crazy.
Yes.
Like,
Our oíditos
I
were.
know. Even like Marvin Gaye and stuff. Like
Oh
we
yeah,
didn't know
let's
that was
get
like,
it on.
yeah. I
Woo!
love these songs. I love these songs now, but I had no idea what they were talking about
We
when I was
should have known.
But you know, I think that's the beauty of the innocence of when you're a kid. You
Yeah.
really don't know.
You don't know. You
what
don't
I mean?
understand.
Like even with movies, I remember that I would watch There's Something About Mary all the time.
Mhm.
And I was little and I was just like, as I got older, I was like, I used to watch this as a kid. What the hell? My mom used to let me like
Oh my god.
watch all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny.
Well, even growing up, like we used to have family, you know, on the weekends we would sit there and watch movies with my parents.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were like, you know, movies in español.
Uh-huh.
And I remember like my parents would turn around and be like, "Tápense los ojos."
Oh yeah.
And of course we would tapar los ojos, but it would
I just look through, it's like all peeking
and it was like a freaking sexual
Uh-huh.
thing content. And I was like,
You know
ew.
what? It was like awkward, but you would just kind of like look away. And,
Oh,
you know, it's
absolutely.
like, whatever, you know?
Absolutely. But hey, traumatized till this day because
Really?
till this day, if we sit there and watch a movie and it has something like
Yeah,
that,
it feels
I
awkward,
turn.
huh?
Oh my gosh, I can't even look at my dad or my mom. I'm just like looking around,
That
or I get up.
sucks,
I
yeah.
know.
I
It's-
never forget
ugh.
the day that my half brother took me to watch a movie with his wife,
Uh-huh.
and it was, I forgot what movie it was, but it had Angelina Jolie in it, and they had like a major sex scene in it, and I was still in high school, and it was just so
Oh.
awkward. Like it
Ew.
was like full on like fucking like
Really?
it was so awkward. I was like, ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, to this day, I'm still traumatized on that scene.
Oh my
'cause I'm
gosh.
like, I don't want to have to sit here and watch this with these people.
I know, right? I remember watching with one of my cousins, where what's her name? Elizabeth Berkley from Saved by the Bell.
Uh-huh.
It was like a Showgirls. That's what it's called. Showgirls.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah. Very sexual. Watched it with one of my cousins, and every time I watch this movie now, I'm just like, oh, it takes me back to that time that I had to sit there and we watched it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, awkward.
I don't. Yeah, the older I've gotten, I'm like, I don't want to watch people like having sex with like while I'm in the room with other people. Even
Yeah,
by
it's
myself, I'm
uncomfortable.
just like, there's some times where because they seem so cheesy too. There's times I'm by myself watching stuff and they have those scenes and
Yeah.
I'm just like, fast forward. I'm probably fucking watching this shit.
Yeah.
know?
I agree.
I don't know what it is.
Well, I don't know either, but
Just bugs me.
it's weird.
Yeah.
It makes you. I think it's trauma from when we were growing
think
up.
so.
I think so.
Because I can't, like, I don't know. To me, it feels like, because I've never really been into, like, porn either and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's not something that, like, arouses me. It's
Mhm.
something that I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Because, like, I mean, I'm cool with sex for myself, but, like, I don't want to watch other people have sex. You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's just weird.
Oh my gosh.
And then, you know, I think maybe in the back of your mind, you know that this is, like,
This is wrong,
filmed.
right.
And it's like, yeah, it's not, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't say wrong. Obviously, wrong is the wrong word that I use, but it's just weird.
I think it does sear your conscience to a certain
Yeah.
point because it's like you're so desensitized to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, it's more of just like, I just don't really want to watch two random people pretending to have sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the point that we're trying to make at this point is just, you know, sex is beautiful. And I feel like for both of us, it's beautiful and it's sacred. And
Yeah.
it's meant to be just with the right person. It's meant to be.
I think it's meant to be shared in the privacy of your own
Yeah,
home. You know
of
what I
course.
mean? Because it's so intimate. And to
Yeah.
just like watch someone on screen,
You.
I don't know. And that's just one of those things where
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing. It really
Right.
is not. It's not the biggest deal. I think I'm just like, you know, I'm trying to make a point on how it feels. It's a little icky, but whatever, to each
Yeah.
their own, you know?
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think we've been embedded with so much of the Disney fairy tale kind of princessy thing that
Yeah.
we've kind of just lost that train of thought of keeping it sacred and having a meaning behind it.
Yeah. Because
But-
even with dating, like I think
Yeah.
that's why our perception of things are skewed because we see something on a screen and we're like, that's
That's what
the
it should
image
be.
of what it should be
Right.
like. But it's not. All of
No.
our experiences with whoever are different, whether it
Completely.
be sexually, whether it be just like just friendships, relationships, like everything is so different than what's
Yep.
depicted on TV.
Yep.
So I think that's why I have like a slight issue with it because
Okay.
I'm like, it's not real. But when I was younger, honestly, I didn't have a problem with it. If I was just like, you know, chilling with my friends or whatever, it wasn't the biggest deal.
Right.
It
But
wasn't.
as we gotten
But
older.
when it was a family, it was like, ugh, you know, but as I've gotten older, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, let me just fast forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Great topic.
Yeah,
So,
it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much more to say, but we're just going to wrap it up at this point.
Yeah.
So if you want to share your thoughts on this, let us know.
Yeah. Do you like watching people on TV?
Yeah. I mean, it's uncomfortable.
I'm just kidding. I don't need to know that.
No. I close my eyes. I put my little curtains, you know, it takes me back to my parents saying, tápense los ojos, and I have like the curtain look where you can still see.
Yeah, you're still watching because you're curious at a young age, you know?
Of course. And that's how curiosity builds, like it builds you at that point because it's like, no, and you're like, oh, let's see what's going on.
Yeah. So I think that's where it's important to kind of like, as a young person, I think as we've gotten older, it really doesn't matter. But I do wish that in my youth, I would have been like a little bit more guarded because then I wouldn't have been like, I think you just have this perception.
Yeah.
That things are going to be a certain way. And then when they're not, you're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. That is not what I imagined.
This is not what happened in Cinderella.
The glass slipper and the prince was guapotón.
Seriously. I left the nightclub at 2 a.m. and he didn't follow me. Just kidding.
And I turned into a pumpkin and every pumpkin se me cayó la eyelash.
Oh, las cejas.
Yeah, the makeup came
se
off.
me quebró el tacón. The shoe didn't fall. It was the freaking heel that cracked.
Oh my gosh. And I stepped on a cockroach.
Oh, that's nasty. Gina, te pasas.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. This was a good talk.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Absolutely.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Follow us everywhere you can.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And don't DM us on the private account.
Oh my God, Gina. Okay. Thank you for listening, guys.
Happy Sunday. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.